But if that happened as an adult, I'd have an excuse not to go to work.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have a T-shirt that's from I think it's but like I was saying, 1990, I think it was 1996, 1998 Pittsburgh tornado. And I'll have to send you a picture of that T-shirt because you probably really think that's cool. Um,
Yeah.
with that. So I'll send you a picture of that shirt. I'll never get rid of it. I had it when I was a child. It's like a youth, like a youth
Hmm.
small. I will never get rid of it. It's so cool. I'll send you that.
Hello and welcome back to Real Horror Show. I'm your host, Samantha, joined by the Stormy Skies.
Hello, listeners.
Apropos pen name.
Yes, apathy. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And you know what? That is like a funny thing because I was born during a terrible thunderstorm and like Stormy was like a name choice and they didn't go with it.
Hmm. Well, I mean, that's a good thing because now you can use it to
Now I can like use
separate
it. Yeah.
your business casual self from
Yeah.
your nightly
Business.
activities.
Yeah, exactly. My two different lives. Yeah,
Nightly
it's absolutely
activities. It's
right.
5 o'clock.
I know. Yeah, which
Yes.
is late for me. Usually it's 4:30, might be coffee.
Anyway, off mic, it's March
Yeah.
15th. We were just getting our weather nerd stuff out by talking about the absolutely devastating storms that passed through Indiana and Ohio yesterday, looking at some of the damage that was caused by this tornado. And it's fucking scary. Entire trailer parks are wiped out, and I hope that everybody's safe. I hope that if you're living in a trailer park in the Plains or Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, anywhere in Tornado Alley, the people who built the trailer parks are also building storm shelters because trailers cannot
Mhm.
fucking withstand
No.
these storms.
They're just
And
sat on top of the ground, they're just
mhm.
sat there.
And even if you go to the interior room of your structure, there's no fucking way. So I hope
No. Yeah.
everybody is safe with minor injuries. I've also heard of horrible hailstorms
Oh
that were
yeah.
also going on, and people whose cars have been totaled by 3-inch balls of hail. So I
Damn.
hope everybody's doing all right. And Trixie's already pushing her limits of being allowed in the office while we're recording.
Aw. Yeah.
No string.
Oh, Sam, I was meaning to say like a microburst.
Ooh, yeah, it might have
That's
been
a
that.
microburst or macro burst.
Mhm.
I couldn't think of it, but I thought, thank you. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I was also recounting the horrifying tale of my own experience with a tornado in childhood. It wasn't a real tornado. It never touched down. There's no record of it on Tornado Archive, but it ripped a fucking tree out of the ground. So it was
Damn.
something. It
It
was
was
something.
something.
It was terrifying. And I was a stupid
Yeah.
little 9-year-old and went back upstairs to make sure my mom was coming because I was scared.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do the same for David today. If I love you, we're going out together.
Right. Yeah.
Um, so anyway, I hope everybody in those storms is safe and stays safe because if we're getting these horrible storms in mid-March, I think we're going to have a really wild storm season.
Yeah, it's gonna be intense. I mean, like this winter, I don't know how it was down there for you, but it was kind of like mild up here. When I say mild, I mean
Mhm.
like not a lot of heavy snow.
It's been mild down here for the past few years. We got one decent snow this
Okay.
year, but I know
Yeah.
El Nino fucked a lot of people up, and I
Oh,
think El
yeah.
Nino is going to continue fucking a lot of people up
I thought El Nino. Yeah, yeah,
until we
yeah.
move to La Nina, and
La
then La
Nina.
Nina is going to fuck us up. We're just always going to get
Damn. We just
that's
can't
that's
win.
that's global warming for you.
Yeah, guys, seriously.
Anyway, let's move on to a lighter subject before we get into the content of the mini show, which is episode 4, Fall of the House of Usher, because this is something I've been thinking about for a hot
Mhm.
minute, and
Yeah, yeah,
another
go for
horror fan on TikTok brought this up,
it. Okay,
and
cool.
I think it's a good discussion to have because we've talked about how horror and haunted houses are fun because it's getting scared with your consent, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That would be the
Like
bottom line of it, yeah.
in the back of your head, you know you're not actually going to get hurt, even when you go to those haunts where you sign a 15-page waiver that they're allowed to touch you and bully you.
Yeah, but that's still fun.
You
Yeah.
have a safe word, and if it gets too much, they respect that safe word, or they're supposed to. Russ McKamey,
Yeah, and usually
fucking
with that kind
asshole.
of thing, you choose to sign the waiver. You know what I mean? So if you're into that, then you do it and you safely.
Hmm.
So it's fun for
Um,
for you if you like that. Yeah.
but the topic that came up was
Yeah.
horror movie trailers before non-horror movies. So like you're going to a rom-com.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Should they put a horror movie trailer
Oh.
before that rom-com? And I don't think they should, because
Oh,
at this
yeah.
point in time, a lot of
Uh-huh.
horror movie trailers contain the best jump scares that the movie's going to have.
Uh-huh.
And there's not necessarily a crossover audience with rom-coms and horror movies. So I feel like
Yeah.
maybe they don't need to be shown before a rom-com. Like we were trying you've met my friend Rebecca. She was a fellow bridesmaid at the wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's not a horror movie person at all.
Yeah.
She gets scared by the smallest of things. So absolutely not at all. And we were trying to convince her to come see Godzilla -1 with us, which
Mhm.
admittedly there is a lot of crossover between the Godzilla audience and a horror audience.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, big monster movies. Yeah.
We were like, yeah, there's one jump scare at the beginning of the movie, but it's really not that scary. It's more of a World War II drama than a Godzilla
Yeah.
movie at some points. But
Right.
she decided not to go, and I think that was the best decision because the first trailer was for Imaginary, that Blumhouse Imaginary Friend horror movie,
Oh,
which I've
no.
heard is trash. So that validates my theory that they put all the best jump scares in movie trailers these days.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Oh, I
I'm like,
see.
you know what? Maybe she made the right call not coming.
No, I have never even really considered this before. It's a really interesting topic of discussion.
Mhm.
And I would agree with you a lot because I have a friend like Rebecca, my friend Shelby, and she just is not a fan of horror, will not watch anything with blood, even a little bit, any vibe, you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing, she will not have it.
Mhm.
So I would agree, like I think like that would really bother a lot of people.
Yeah. And
They get like pissed.
I get it if it's planned to be a big hit. You want to get
Yeah.
as many eyes on your trailer as possible,
Right.
but no,
Yeah.
I don't think it's the right call, or you just
Yeah.
have two different cuts of the trailer, like one for an audience that might not be as into the jump scares as the
Yeah.
other audience.
Couldn't you have like maybe like a teaser trailer that would go into like ahead of the rom-com, like a super short one that has like an eerie vibe, no jump
Hmm.
scares, just saying, hey, this like bringing awareness to the movie that's coming out. And then you could go all in for like a psychological thriller or another horror movie or like a drama,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I think it's a really good point to be brought up because,
Yeah.
when you buy a ticket to a horror movie, that is you consenting to be scared for an hour and a
Right.
half to 2 hours. If you're
Yes,
going to see Sydney
enjoyment.
Sweeny make out with a hot guy, that's what you're signing up for. You're not signing up for a little teddy bear to come and eat your face.
Hey, Sydney Sweeney is going to be in a horror movie
She
now.
is, and I'm very excited.
How cool. She must like
Yeah.
horror. You never
Yeah, no,
know.
so the story behind Immaculate is she auditioned for the film originally 10 years ago, but it fell through. So she's launched her own production company in the last year or so, and
Sweet.
she acquired the rights to the screenplay. They reworked it, and now she's putting it out. So she is a horror girly.
That is so cool.
Yeah, I'm
That,
excited to see it.
yeah, she did it herself. Sweet. She's like,
Mhm.
yeah, dude, I really want to fucking do this movie.
Yeah,
Damn, I'll just do it. Damn
yeah,
it.
no, you can say what you want about her acting. She has a very Valley Girl accent. That's fine. But she is a
Yeah.
fucking brilliant businesswoman. She has like a fucking master's degree in business because she wanted to be an actress, but she wanted to be an actress to negotiate who negotiates her own
Nice.
contracts. And she
Yeah.
also works on vintage cars. She's just like one of the coolest people in existence. And we belittle her because she has amazing boobs.
No, come on, guys. You just had, they're just there. She can't help it.
I
Some people just
know.
have huge boobs, and hers are
Yeah.
super nice. She's beautiful, but and I like all the stuff that she's what I've seen her in. I enjoy her role, you know.
No, I think the bathroom breakdown scene in Euphoria, like she is made to be a final girl.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, her
Yeah.
Euphoria really, that can't be an easy role to have in any of those roles, and that show is fucking
Mhm.
in bonkers. Ugh, yeah, Sam. Were you the one that told me to you
Yeah,
introduced
I
me to
think I
that, right?
recommended it,
Yeah, it's a good
which
show.
season 2 is trash, but like season 1's some of the best TV.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, it looks like a cool movie and go girl.
It does. I'm excited. I think it comes out next week, so I'll have to
Sweet.
go see it. It's been a rough month having January is always a rough month having like a Regal Unlimited movie pass because it's a very slow month for movies.
Yeah. What has it been so far for like January and February?
The only thing, what have I seen this month? I think Drive Away Dolls, which is an Ethan Cohen movie, not Cohen Brothers, just Ethan Cohen. That was
Mhm.
fun.
Hmm.
That was super fun. Let me see my
Nice.
purchases.
Oh yeah, yeah. What was the and the
Oh, I saw Lisa Frankenstein
oh yes. Okay, cool. Cool.
and then the re-release of Godzilla Minus One, the black
Nice.
and white release.
Sweet.
And
Sweet.
then Poor Things with Emma Stone.
Dude, you know what? Is that like an explicit movie, Sam?
Yes.
Okay.
You're gonna see a lot of boob.
Because my parents watched it, because they like to watch all the movies that are like nominated for best picture. And they watched it and she was like, wow, like I did not know there was gonna be like that much sex in this movie.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
Trixie, do you have to do that right now? I'd appreciate if you didn't do it at all, but do you have to do it now? She likes the blinds.
Oh no, mine always do that when I'm not paying attention to them.
We finally broke down and got a curtain for the bedroom
Yeah.
so we can just have our blinds pulled up and she can't fuck with them. But she also likes to just rub on the windowsill, like
Oh,
her
okay.
paws. And I keep telling her if she does that, they're gonna think we're abusing her. Like she's
Aw.
trying to get out.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but no. 1 second, I'm gonna kick her out.
Okay, yeah, yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Come here.
Anyway, guys, yeah. I'm gonna have to put Poor Things on my list of things to watch. I'm so behind on watching horror movies. Actually, movies in general. I swear, I haven't sat down to watch a whole movie in a really, really long time. And if anybody is like me, I've just been watching TV shows a lot. So I really need to break out of that and watch a full movie. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no,
I'm so
I
sorry. I did not know you were back yet.
no,
I
it's
just
fine. I
talked.
couldn't grab her. She's on thin ice, but right
Oh,
now
she's
she's fine.
a bad girl.
She's hiding behind a picture right now.
Ooh, bad girl.
Um, no, Poor Things was really good as long as you're fine with the
Yeah, I'm cool
sexual
with it.
content,
I'm
but
cool
it's
with it.
about media literacy is dying. People will say the exact point of the movie and why it should make you feel uncomfortable
Yeah.
and still miss that that's the fucking point and that it's intended to make you uncomfortable and have these uncomfortable conversations because it's a Frankenstein retelling about a woman who killed herself while she was like 9 months pregnant and then Dr. Frankenstein takes the baby's brain, puts it in her head, brings her back to life. So it's an adult woman with the brain of a baby, and then she goes through her sexual awakening, and these men are taking advantage of the situation. And it's like, that's just what fucking happens. Like, girls aren't allowed to have a normal sexual awakening like boys are because fucking creeps are going to take advantage of them and their naivete.
Ah, yeah, very interesting. Okay, cool. Does she like get with Mark Ruffalo too?
Yeah, he's the
Okay.
grossest of them all. But
Okay.
it's an amazing performance. Like, he was never going to get the Oscar this year because it was Robert Downey Jr.'s career
Yeah.
Oscar.
Uh-huh.
But no, it's a fucking great performance. He's a douchebag, but he's hilarious.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll watch it. Thank you for telling me some stuff because now I kind of know what to
Yeah.
expect. But yeah, sweet. This won 4 Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess let's go ahead and get into
Yep.
what we're supposed to talk about today, which is All of the House of Usher, episode 4, which is based on the short story The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah.
And simply the story is about an alcoholic who hates his cat and all the animals he owns.
Yeah.
He abuses
Yeah.
them
Damn.
and he tears down the walls of his home, finds a dead body, and then the cat's behind it all. That's the very
That's
basic gist of
absolutely
it.
correct. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah, because the
And
cat meow meows, and then I think the police like find the body behind the wall because he killed a
mhm,
person, and he's busted because the meow meow kitten.
mhm.
Yeah,
And like with episode 2, I think this is a very good adaptation of that
it did.
story.
It did a really good job. Yeah, I agree. I wasn't sure if it was gonna like. I never know if it's gonna do it or not. So,
Mhm.
but this one did, and I just knew that Aaliyah would die just because once he got scratched, I was like, oh man, he's gonna like get
Yeah.
sick and die.
Yep. And
Yeah.
I guess the cat was never really there in the apartment to begin with, and none of the shenanigans the cat was doing were
Yep.
happening. It was all in
Yep.
his head.
It was.
And
Got cat
finally,
scratch fever.
yep.
But
And
literally.
what I've learned about Varna,
Verna,
Verna,
yeah.
Verna, is she does kind of give them an out. Like
Yeah.
she gives them a chance to not do the stupid, selfish shit they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like,
Absolutely. She does.
she kind of warned Prospero. It's been a while since we've watched episode 2, but she had a conversation with him and he continued on with the whole dancing in the rain, orgy in the rain.
Yeah.
She told Camille, hey, maybe you don't need to go see the chimpanzees. I don't need to let you in.
Yeah.
And Camille did it anyway.
Yeah.
And with
Damn.
him, she was like, hey, look at this other cat you could adopt. There's a lot of
Yeah.
lonely cats, but by adopting one of those lonely cats, he would have had to
Mhm.
admit to his husband, I accidentally murdered ours.
Right.
Which he doesn't even need to use those words. He could just say, I guess she's gone.
She's lost. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
she's lost. I'm so sorry she's lost. And yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So um we are 3 kids down.
Mhm.
We haven't even buried the first 2 yet.
Yeah, has it been like, yeah, I guess it's like every episode is like a day.
Yeah, it's happening very fast. I feel like the
Yeah.
whole show takes place over the course of 2 weeks, I think, because
Oh
it's like
wow, okay.
because the first episode he says I just buried 6 of my 6 children. So
Right. Yeah.
I think it happens over the course of like a week or to 2 weeks.
Damn.
And things in the family are starting to fall apart because why
Mhm.
was Camille looking at the chimpanzees anyway? So now
Right.
everybody's mad at Vic because one of her chimpanzees
Yeah. Did a bad
maimed
thing
her
and killed
sister.
her.
Yeah, and so they're like, why did it act this way? What are you doing to these monkeys that made
Mhm.
it so aggressive? And she's
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
And
Right. Yeah.
um shit, why can't I remember this brother's name? You just said it.
So he's
Leo.
Leopold.
Leopold is taking Camille's death very hard
Yeah.
because I think they were the closest of like so we
Yeah.
know that the 2 oldest were the children of Roderick and his first wife, Annabelle Lee,
Yeah.
and the rest are his bastard children.
Yeah.
And so they're very close.
Uh-huh.
And I
Yeah.
think probably due to age, Camille and Leopold are the closest because Prospero's just a baby. He was like 22. And then Vic seems very uptight
Yeah.
and not into the same kind of lifestyle they are. So they're very close, and he's just taking it super hard, doesn't want to listen to the bullshit Vic is saying.
Mhm.
Um, and meanwhile, Vic is getting ready to move forward with the first human trial, who
Yeah.
is Verna, a version of
Of
Verna.
course. Yep.
So we're still continuing to set up the deaths of these other children in a way that wasn't done in episode 2.
Hmm.
Or maybe, no, episode 3 was where it really started to set up like who's going to die next or
Yeah.
set in motion how they're going to die.
Yes. Yeah,
And this
definitely.
continued that the oldest sister seeing a version of Verna in her husband's exercise live stream.
I didn't even know what gold bug was until like that. I was like, oh, I guess it's like a Peloton.
And getting very jealous over that.
Yeah.
And he's like, she wasn't there. I said I would never meet these women outside of our date nights. And
Yeah.
so, whatever Edgar Allan Poe story has to do with jealousy, and seeing ghosts. I feel like it's going to come down to that for her at the end.
Yeah.
Is she has some sort of kink where she wants hotter versions of herself interacting with her husband.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah, good point.
some version of cuckolding.
Yeah, yeah. Is that what that is? Kind of.
Yeah, it's like it's different than what I think cuckolding is, where
Yeah.
you know there's the chair and the guy the husband watches his wife get plowed, but we haven't seen him plow the prostitutes yet. We've just seen
Just dinner.
just have a very nice dinner and conversation.
Yeah, do you think they have sex at all? I mean, I guess that it could be alluded to. I guess it's maybe up
Yeah,
to interpretation, but maybe
yeah,
even not.
yeah. I guess we're gonna find out.
We
And
will
then
soon.
the oldest brother is still trying to figure out what his wife was doing at the orgy and found out that she has a burner phone
Yeah.
that he's trying to get access to, but her fingerprint doesn't work and her face is melted off, so Face ID doesn't work.
Why did he try to do that? Like,
I don't know.
but he did say fuck it. I guess that means like let me just try it to see if it will work. But I was like, come on, man, it's not gonna work. She doesn't look the same anymore. But
Yeah, her face isn't the same, so Face ID wouldn't work.
Nope.
So I don't know what his conclusion is going to be yet. I haven't looked ahead.
Yeah.
But we know his daughter is going to end up orphaned, probably. We don't
Yeah.
know what's happening to the mom just yet. She's just in a coma of some
Yeah.
kind, or
She
just
may
super
kill
doped
herself.
up.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
We know she's in a lot of pain because we saw in the last episode her ripping her bandages off and freaking out
Yeah.
over her condition.
Yeah. God. But yeah, other than all that, the main thing would just be what happens with Leo trying to get the adopt a cat
Mm-hmm.
and then all that.
Yeah, so he adopts this new cat to replace Pluto.
Yeah.
And like the cat's a perfect replica of Pluto. It's going to go perfectly, but for some reason he's a little skittish at the apartment, so the husband hasn't seen Pluto yet and is very worried. And
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh no, he's there." And then the cat scratches him in the closet and runs away. And we just think that maybe the husband missed it. But no,
Right.
the
Yeah.
cat's just not there.
Yeah, it's just not there. And also he like gets this big scratch on his hand and he like doesn't even like fix it. Like is that like a guy thing where it's like just don't clean your wounds off? Like, come on,
It's
man.
probably Leopold doesn't know how to take care of himself.
Yeah, that I was like, listen, if a cat scratch you, please right away just clean it. Because they gotta have dirty paw. Dirty paw. Okay. They walk where they go poo poo potty in the litter box. So
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely. All that
And
happens.
then
Yeah.
then he has trouble sleeping and finds a dead rat under his pillow as his husband is giving him a blowjob.
That's an awkward blowjob scene. He didn't even
Yeah.
like it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Which I want to know Leopold's deal. We never will at this point.
Because he had a woman before.
He had a woman before, and I love flipping the slutty bisexual trope on its head, where it's a slutty guy bisexual instead of a slutty woman bisexual.
Yeah.
But does he even like his husband?
Like it sounded like he was just like annoyed with him because he wasn't like a drug party guy like him. And I think he was just getting bored. So maybe he must like boyfriend jump to girlfriend jump to like, you know what I mean? But yeah, the cat brought him a present.
Yeah, because he's a bad hunter and the cat continues bringing him presents.
Yeah.
And he's not appreciative of the presents.
Nope.
His eyeball gets scratched.
Yeah, because he's stupid.
Yeah. And
that looks cool though. It looks cool on him with a bloody eye, one bloody eye. Yeah.
So he calls animal rescue Verna over to come take the cat back. And she's like, she's really weird about the cat. She's like, it's in the walls. And you know, cats are apex predators. They elongate their spines and narrow their shoulders and
fit in small spaces and yeah.
And then they get the cat out of the wall briefly. It attacks Leopold, and in a very disturbing scene, he crushes its skull a little bit and an eye pops out. Yeah. But then Verna's eye also pops out. Oh, she's doing that weird thing again where she's both the animal and herself.
Just like with the chimpanzee.
Yeah. And she disappears then, and he's like, all right, I'll fucking find you. I don't need walls. I'll pay to replace the walls. And he grabs his replica Thor's hammer off the shelf and starts breaking down all the walls. His husband comes home to this and he's like, what the fuck is happening? Because they just had this whole discussion about how Leopold's drug problem is getting out of hand.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, dude, like, I mean, maybe you're seeing things, but yeah, like this, he's going at the walls like all day. So like later in that day, his husband comes home and spent like hours.
1 second, she locked herself in the office and she wants out.
Yeah, no problem. Here, I'll finish the summary. So after that, the he's like looking for the cat in the walls, but like he can't find him, and then eventually he does break down a wall, and inside of it is Verna's dead body with her eyeball out, and then the cat alive with its eyeball out on her shoulder meowing. So that is the perfect parallel from the climax scene of the short story The Black Cat, whenever the body is discovered, and then he tries to say, you know, like, hey, husband, like, or that's not even his husband, it's his boyfriend. He's like, hey, Julius, like, look, they're right there, don't you see? And Julius does not see because they're not really there. And so he like gets overwhelmed and then looks back, they disappear, he backs away, and then he looks out on their balcony. And the cat is on the balcony banister, and they live on like a 7-story high-rise like VIP apartment. And so he's like, oh, I will fucking kill you. And so he like runs at it with the hammer and he tries to swing at it, but of course it's not there. So the weight of the swing carries his whole body over the balcony and he just like falls 7 stories to his death. And then at the very end, we see the real Pluto cat with a special Gucci collar that he was so concerned about walk up and say meow meow to him because he recognized him. So he was outside and alive that whole time and no one even fucking bothered to look for him. So problem for both of those guys. um, the end.
Very good.
Are you back, Sam? Okay, cool.
I'm back. I was just listening to the last of that. So yeah, Leopold is dead now. We know Roderick is starting to hallucinate and see his dead kids, and it could be part of the curse, or it could be the dementia setting in.
Oh yeah, they keep mentioning like the illness they have. Is it real illness?
I
Like,
don't know. I haven't
remember
looked
what they
into it.
called it? Like a weird thing, like the abbreviation. I don't know if that's real or not. To look it up.
There's a lot of different types of dementia, so
Yeah.
it's possible that he has a version that also kind of has schizophrenic symptoms. I know that's a thing, is it's not uncommon to develop schizophrenia and dementia,
Yeah.
or if you have schizophrenia to develop dementia, or if you have ADHD to develop dementia.
Dang.
If you have any like weird
Like brain thing.
neurodivergency with your brain,
Mhm.
you're more at risk, which is scary for me because I probably have ADHD and I'm not getting treated for it. So what's going to happen to me? Or is it going to affect people who are on stimulants? Like you need the stimulants to help your brain do
Yeah.
what the brain needs to do.
Right.
I guess we'll
Huh.
find out in 20 years.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully that you're okay. I mean, geez. Uh, but yeah, so Leopold is dead now. And the Meow Meow kitten is alive. Oh yeah, and another thing that happened was that the other son, Frederick,
Mm-hmm.
like came by and was like, hey, I want some drugs. I want cocaine. My life is hard right now. So that was like kind of awkward and a little out of character. And like, but yeah, anyway, that was like an extra thing that happened. So maybe he like gets addicted to cocaine and like something happens with that. So who knows?
Yeah, and then in the past, we're continuing to build
Oh yeah.
Roderick's path from to now. Does he take over Fortunado or does he build his business? I don't know. Either way, he found out that his company has been forging his signature on documents and they're trying to find a way out of it, but he's scared to leave the company because his boss will ruin his career.
Yeah. Damn.
So we're starting to get to the point where we might see his and his sister's villain arc well, we already see a sister's villain arc,
Yeah.
but we might see how they get to this place.
Right. And we also
Where
see how he first meets August. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I can't wait to see the revelations that come in episode 5.
Yeah.
I watched 30 seconds already. It's going to start in the past. So
Oh, Sam, don't watch it.
I'm not
I
going
guess
to watch
you
it.
can. You can if you want. But
I mean,
yeah,
I want
so
to, but I also don't.
I know. But I'm really looking forward to because I have been thinking about how the brother and sister get to where they're at on that New Year's Eve party where they meet Verna. Remember at the bar where they're like dressed like 1920s, and like maybe they kill the boss man. You know what I mean? Or like do something and then they go to the bar. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
maybe this is where we
Or maybe they already know Verna and they make a deal with her,
Yeah,
and that's why the
maybe.
family is cursed.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Oh,
You know
that's a
how those
really
witchy
good
types
point.
are. If you forget to come back and carry them up to the mountain, your
Yeah,
family's gonna be cursed forever in eternity.
forever in eternity. Yeah. So you have to drink from the well or whatever is
Yeah,
up
you
on
have
the
to
mountain,
take
right? The
you have to
water?
take Madame Zeroni up the mountain to drink from the spring or the
The
river.
spring. Yeah, so she
So
can
maybe
have whatever. Yeah.
maybe they forgot to repay Verna for whatever she does for them, so she comes to get the payment herself, which is the lives of their 6 children.
Here's my question. Whenever like you do something so extreme in your life, despite how old you are when you do it, like I mean, they're like not young. They're like old enough to have children, but like, why would you forget your deal, you know? Like, oops, I just like forgot. Maybe nothing will happen. And then like, uh-oh, everybody's dead now. Because I forgot. Like, damn. You know what
I mean, at this point, I'm willing to blame the sister. She probably fucked it up. She seems very bitchy.
Yeah, totally. Like she's always mad. And so bossy. But you know what? It's funny watching her like young versus her older because the older version of her is like totally chill and like mellow, a little bit more mellow, not totally chill, but like not like the young version. You know? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And it's taken me 4 episodes, but I have noted that she seems unmarried and without children. So that just validates my incest vibes between her and Roderick.
Yeah, because she like doesn't. I wonder if like maybe something happens between her and Roderick to make his wife with the red hair leave him. You know, because they seem to have a fine relationship and 2 children. So like, what happens to her?
I don't know. We're gonna find out soon.
Ooh, I know. All right, dude. Well,
all right.
Apart from that, we've got our in-betweener palette cleanser, which is Saw 5.
Yeah. Right? I can't wait to see the timeline get more convoluted.
Dude, I can't wait for you to watch it because now you're new. You've never seen this before, right? Oh,
right. As far as I know.
Yeah,
maybe I've seen bits and pieces when they're on Sci-Fi Channel, but like as a whole, like we're doing now, probably not.
Yeah, this one is like it's good. I mean, it's got good traps. I would say the traps in this one probably more intense than the last. And you'll see it's like Mark Hoffman versus Peter Strahm without giving too much away. And of course Jigsaw's in it too a bunch because like, just won't go away.
Yep.
All right. But watch that in between you guys and then keep trucking on with Fall Dash Busher. We're doing really, really well at like basically continuing to record every single week. So I'm pretty pleased with that.
Yeah.
Go, girl. Sweet. All right, man.
All right.
I've got nothing else, so until next time.
We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And there's a creepy dog that always follows me.